Okay, everybody, welcome back to the 6 Steps to Hormone Balance. I'm Dr. Ryan Sousley, and today is step number 5. If you missed the last episode, I want to encourage you to go back and watch that, where we talked all about how to fight and even prevent certain types of cancer through the balancing of your hormones. A lot of that has to do with taking something simple like vitamin D3 and some other simple steps that you missed in that episode. Today's episode, again, is primarily for the ladies, but guys, you want to stay tuned to the very next episode. But today's episode is all about how to get through menopause without hating your life. So stay tuned. Okay, so today's episode is all about menopause and how to get through menopause without hating your life. Obviously, I'm a dude, so it's not something that I will ever experience. So ladies, don't get mad at me. But I do have some experience with this and a lot of knowledge. And I want to just let you know first and foremost that menopause is a natural biological process. It's something that every woman goes through in their life. And it really just marks the end of the phase of fertility in their body. And I have several patients that go through menopause and they do pretty darn well. And I have other women that are patients of mine that go through menopause and they absolutely hate their life. Hot flashes, mood swings, weight gain, lowered sex drive, all sorts of stuff. And so I want to give you a few tips today that I think will help you get through that process, or maybe even prepare for that process before you even get there, to make it a lot easier in your life. So number one is, a lot of this stuff has to do with what you put in your body. It has to do with food. And so number one is don't eat conventionally raised meats. So that would be like grain-fed beef, farm-raised fish, or caged chickens. When meat is raised that way, they're typically given a lot of hormones, they're given antibiotics, they're given steroids, and really the goal of the farmer is to get the largest animal possible in the shortest amount of time with the most supple meat. And what that does is it just changes the molecular structure, the protein and fat makeup of the meat, and ultimately you end up eating whatever your animal ate. So you really do become what you ate. You are what you eat. So those hormones especially get passed down from the meat into your body. And for women especially, it can mess with your hormone or your estrogen balance. It can mess with your human growth hormone balance, testosterone, all the different sex hormones, and really wreak havoc during the menopausal years. The second thing is something I say all the time. In fact, this is almost part of every video that I do, but it's get sugar out of your diet. If we could just get sugar out of your diet, it would fix so many problems on the planet and for you personally. But as it pertains to menopause, sugar increases insulin and decreases the effect of leptin, which is your body's fat-burning hormone, and it ultimately wreaks havoc on hormone balance, which again makes menopause even that much more miserable. So get grains, sugars, the sweet stuff, pasta, rice, bread, cookies, crackers, get that stuff out of your diet, or at least make it a really minimal part of what you put in your mouth every single day. The third one is pretty simple, and it's just alcohol. Alcohol it's not good for hormone balance, and in menopause, it can actually trigger hot flashes. So it's kind of ironic because a lot of women I talk about coming home and relaxing after a really stressful day with a glass of wine or a drink or what have you, but actually it can lead to hot flashes. It can make things worse. And the last thing is something that a lot of people don't really think about, although most of us know that it's not good for us, and that is processed foods. One of the most powerful nutrition tips or grocery shopping tips that I could ever give you is if you just shop around the perimeter of the grocery store, that's going to probably solve 80% of your nutritional problems. And that means that you're in the produce aisle, you're in the frozen food section, that type of stuff, mostly meaning you're getting food items with 1 or 2 ingredients. How many ingredients in an apple? 1, it's an apple. Versus if you buy a bunch of boxed packaged stuff, you're getting a ton of stuff. In a Nutri-Grain bar alone, you get about 37 different things. And turns out it's not that healthy for you. But the other thing that happens is when you buy processed and packaged foods, you get chemicals, you get preservatives, additives, you get excitotoxins, which normally come from artificial sweeteners. And then the last thing, and the way that this pertains to hormone balance, is you get GMOs. You get GMO food products, genetically modified organisms, and that just wreaks havoc on your body's natural hormone balance. So ladies, those 4 things, I hope that really, really helped you today. Those are fairly simple, and I know that simple is not easy, so I'm not saying this is something you turn around tomorrow, but hopefully those 4 simple things help you get through menopause without wanting to hurt those around you and enjoy your life. And I want to make sure that you stay tuned for the next video, because in the next video, we're going to be talking about a really touchy topic, depression, and how balancing hormones can actually really improve someone's quality of life with depression, and in some cases reverse it altogether. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click the link right below here so that you can gain access to the rest of the 6 steps in hormone balance.